I'm Leslie Weidenbender. This is Comcast Newsmakers, and we're coming to you from the Indiana State House. I'm with Representative Kathy Heuer, a Republican from Columbia City. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
So I noticed that a lot of the legislation that you are pushing this year has to do with economic development. Tell us why that's so important to you.
Economic development statewide, I think, is very important. Our number one priority this year was jobs from the get-go. So that is my focus. We have a 10-county consortium in Northeast Indiana that's very progressive. All of our LEDOs working together, and that's the direction we're headed.
One of the bills I saw was a bill to deal with Training 2000. First,
Yes.
tell us what Training 2000 is.
Training 2000 was established in the early 2000s. It's a program that is handled through the IEDC. The backbone of that program is the SEF grants, which is skill enhancement funds. And currently we have been using those funds for new jobs and employers who are new to our area. What my bill would do would be to open that up to existing employers and existing, or incumbent as we call them, employees.
Tell us how you think that bill is going to do in the Senate.
I think it will do exceptionally well. We've already had the first hearing on it. It has not been heard on the floor yet, but we have widespread support, both from organizations and employers, from the Manufacturing Association and within the Senate itself. So I'm very excited about it.
Another bill that passed the House of yours had to do with the RIGHT program. Tell us what that is.
That's for education, and it's an opportunity for schools to show that innovative ideas they use or technology that they use all those ideas have maybe helped progress them to another level. So what the bill does would be give them an opportunity to apply for a $50,000 grant if they can match that grant at the local level, and they can draw upon funds they either have in the corporation or they can raise the funds from a private corporation or a foundation, so that they can continue with the program. Let's say you had iPads but you didn't have enough of them, and you can show how much your students improved from using the iPads, and you can prove that by taking a look at their scores. Then you can apply for the grant in order to purchase additional iPads for your students.
What generated the idea for that bill?
Trying to do something good for the schools, something that can really showcase some of the great things that they're doing, and to help them financially too.
Now that bill is over in the Senate now as well, is that right?
It's going to be heard today in committee, and if it passes committee, then it will be heard on the floor.
Very good. So can you tell us about what other things you think the legislature should do to try to encourage economic development?
Well, I think that we're looking at a lot of different avenues right now. We've really set ourselves up to be one of the best in the nation as far as environment for economic development, and we've been very successful at that. But we have a few gaps here and there. A lot of them have to do with employee training, and we're trying to address that both through the education and through actually, for instance, the SEF, the Training 2000 bill that I have, so that our employers have an opportunity to better train their employees.
So one of the things I noticed about the budget that the House passed was that there was a lot more money in it for roads than has been in the past. Do you think roads and that kind of infrastructure are also key to economic development?
Absolutely, absolutely. Any employer is going to take a look at your logistics and your transportation possibilities when they're looking to relocate.
Well, Representative Heuer, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's good to be here again.
I'm Leslie Weidenbender with thestatehousefile.com and Comcast Newsmakers. Thanks for joining us.